You can tighten them. Okay, we're back, and in this segment we've got one of my favorite people, because he's been on the show more times than I can shake a stick at in video, but this is actually the first time that Mike has joined us on the actual audio podcast. And I want to say hi, Mike. Thanks. You go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody in the world. Then.
Mike Raicht.
Mike, of course, you all know him from Army of Darkness, from Godzilla, from Stuff of Legend. We've been promoting that for pretty much since it came out.
Guy's a hack.
He's getting mocked right now by Jeff.
My fans.
It is my job to break Mike Raich's balls. I love this guy. Love him.
Everyone likes to break my balls.
Well, like I said, you've been working for just about everybody these days. You've been doing. Of course, you did the Batman piece a while back. You did
one shot.
Yep, you did the Pack, which my girlfriend Kelly loved the Pack.
Yep, werewolf book. So I just wanted to do werewolf stuff. So.
Can't go wrong with werewolves.
Yep.
So, and of course, you've got going on now with Zach, Wild Blue Yonder.
Wild Blue Yonder's coming up. Yep, we're working.
Zach's told us his side. Why don't you go ahead and do it?
There's not much to tell. It's going to be a story about. It's kind of like Mad Max in the Sky. It's something that Zach and I wanted to work on for a while together.
Now, was it his idea or your idea?
I brought him the idea, and then we worked on all the concepts and the sketches and the characters and everything. I don't really have a real story of how I came up with that, like with Stuff of Legend or anything. But it's just something I thought would be neat, kind of like flying fortresses fighting each other with crowbars and hammers and jetpacks and just fun stuff. So.
It is actually, Zach mentioned the same thing, that it's kind of like Mad Max.
Yeah, it's like they're fighting over fuel and things like that. And,
that almost sounds like a cross, really, between like Mad Max and even a death race, where they're actually literally next to each other fighting with crossbows.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that going on. Rocket packs and different things like that. So
that's fun.
Yeah.
All they were doing
now, do you guys actually have a release date for it yet?
Next summer sometime, I'm sure. Okay. Right now we're talking about maybe doing a Kickstarter for it to get things started on that. So that'll be up probably in the next few weeks.
We look forward to it.
Yeah, trying to give Zach some time, because when an artist takes on a book, it's we want to do 5 issues. That's a lot of
that's a lot
free
of
work.
detail. Yeah, and he does
beautiful stuff. So we're hoping to get a little boost at the beginning of the Kickstarter. All our legacy stuff to kind of give him time to draw that. Yeah, devote full time to it, not 1 page a week, but like a nice chunk of time.
We'll throw it up for the 3rd time for the video today, because we've done it with Jeff and you.
As many times as you want.
And this is, like I say, it's a beautiful print. It's you guys only did 25 copies.
25 for the store today. Yeah, we just wanted to do something nice for the store. It's the first time we've been out doing anything together, so we wanted to kind of push it. So.
Now, how do you as a writer feel about the free comic book day?
I love it. It's great.
It seems to me like it's a great way to interact with your audience.
Yeah, well, we've been really lucky. I have been really lucky. Third World Studios, we've been doing Stuff of Legend. Every issue, every Stuff of Legend book has been pushed by Free Comic Book Day. So, it's something I love, and something I love to be a part of. So it's always kind of neat.
And like I say, and you're out there definitely, touting the books, because
I always love to talk about Stuff of Legends.
I mean, let's see. This is, like I say, this is like our 4th time meeting, our 3rd time actually, having an interview with you, and we enjoy having you as a guest. We'd love to have you, come in one of these days.
Yeah, I know.
Schedule
my 6-year-old, my 6-year-old in teaching. Keeps me pretty locked down.
So where are you teaching at?
At Lemoyne College.
Oh, okay.
In Syracuse. That's where I went to undergrad.
What's your
freshman English? I tortured children over grammar, which I was never really that great at, but they had me do it. So
and of course, as a writer, it gives you the great way to
it's fun. They're all good kids, and it's a good school. So
that's great. Any other works coming up that you want to?
I'm trying to think. I'm working on Dark Shadows for IDW or Dynamite.
That's awesome.
I'm really excited about that.
Now, is that going to be based on the original series?
It's on the original series. Yeah, it's not quite. I haven't seen the movie yet or anything, but it seems like that's a little more. There's some tongue-in-cheek in that. Mine's pretty direct.
It's Tim Burton, so of course.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. It looks fun. The more I see of it, the more I'm interested.
Yeah, we've said
like the first few times, I was a little bit like, oh, they're really mocking it, but it feels like they're having fun with it, not as much as I thought they were having a little more fun with it than I thought.
Well, I mean, Tim Burton's always kind of had that
he always has a little quirkiness.
Slant to everything.
Yeah, but it seems like the more I see the previews, the more it feels like it has a little more heart. It's not just funny. Like there's more to it. I don't know.
I mean, I remember one of the message boards somebody was saying, it's like, it seems like they've really kind of taken a wrong turn as far as what kind of audience they
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
But
what.
actually, I don't see that.
Yeah.
To me, I look at it, and as somebody who's just,
You gotta get more people into it.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks fun.
We're looking forward to seeing
Yeah,
it.
and even with Dark Shadows, what I'm doing is more like the soap opera stuff, but with like kind of a bigger budget.
Yeah.
So like stuff doesn't, their abilities and powers. I think on the show were a little less.
Now, let me ask you, if you had the option, if a major Hollywood studio came to you and said, hey, we want to turn Stuff Alleged into a movie or
whatever
TV
they
show.
want to do is fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
would you?
Whatever they want to do is fine. We had the book. We always
just back the truck up with
please.
the money.
As long as there's a check. No, we love the book, and we've always thought like we know the book we're doing is probably not something that can be easily translated because it's a long story, and there's not really endings. The volumes end, but it doesn't end the story.
Yeah, it's not episodic.
Yeah, so we've always known that chances are whatever's done with it, if there's ever anything done, they'd have to decide what they wanted to keep and take out and play with.
And you'd have no qualms about that?
We have the book. To me the book is our book, and I'd love it to be exactly like the book, but that would
Because I mean, with more and more graphics,
oh yeah,
the imaging
of course.
coming up, I mean, it makes it the option easier
Yeah,
to do stuff.
I think there's a possibility to do it, but I think it's hard to do. Especially the first few volumes, we didn't end them in ways that lent themselves to being like, here's movie 1, here's movie 2. It's kind of like an ongoing story. So, and not many studios, they want the tentpole movie that's going to be all over.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you want a movie that ends too. You don't want to you can't have, we're not quite in the realm of books that they'll take longer chances on, like Narnia or Twilight, books that sold millions of copies that they could take a chance on doing 4 or 5 movies. This is it's done well for us, but it's not.
Would you prefer a major Hollywood studio or like a small?
Oh, I don't know. I'd be happy with it.
It's just whoever.
If someone wants to take the story and do something with it, that's cool. To me, we like I said, Charles, Brian, our publishers, and I, we get to do the book. And we know that's our story no matter what. So, if people want to see the movie and come read the book, that's awesome. So if people want to read the book and go see the movie, that's great. It was never written to be a direct movie. It was written to be a comic book saga.
Because you see so many adaptations coming out these days, that's why.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, of course, today being Free Comic Book Day, it just came out yesterday. Have you seen Avengers?
I haven't seen Avengers. I'm very excited to see it.
When are you looking to go?
I don't know. Probably not this week. Probably this week. I have more time when Austin's at school. He's in kindergarten in the afternoon, so I can go in the afternoon.
Just take the class on a class trip.
Yeah, they're done. I'm done with that. I'm on my summer break. So
that's great.
Yeah, so I can devote a lot of time to writing, seeing movies.
Oh, there you go. And of course, we're going to have more, your links on the website as usual.
Awesome.
We always enjoy having you on the show.
Thank you.
You're a great guy. Yeah. We'll probably end up doing the next episode and run it into him eventually
I'll be
in the kitchen at his house.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm always around. So.
Well, thank you very much for making the time again. We appreciate it again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. And we'll talk to you soon.